today, so it's January 19th maybe. It's been about a week since I've been here, and actually my week didn't start out too well. I was really frustrated. They wanted us to get phones, and I didn't really know like how to go about doing this. They told us where to get them, but still, like, I didn't really know like how to ask to get one and whatnot. We also need to get books for classes, and they didn't tell us where to go get them. They don't have like an actual bookstore like on campus. You have to go to a real bookstore, and I didn't know where any of these were at or how to get to them or anything. Turns out I didn't actually need to get any books. My roommate actually has some that I can use, so it's not really a big deal. And also just like I couldn't say what I wanted to say, and like I would understand little bits and pieces of what people were saying to me, but I just couldn't like make sense of it, and I maybe I knew an answer, but I didn't know how to say anything back, so that was just really frustrating. I went in my room and just cried one day because I just didn't know what else to do. And then the next time I was actually talking to Lauren, my roommate, about it, and I was just telling her how upset I was and how frustrated I was, and it wasn't like I really wanted to go home. It wasn't like that. I just didn't know what to do. I was just like bottling everything up inside. I didn't know who to talk to about it. So she helped me out a lot. She just said it was normal, and told me to definitely talk to Juani, our host mom, about it, and just tell her how I felt, and tell her that it wasn't like Juani's fault. Just say that like I'm just frustrated, and also talk to our advisor here on campus. And so I did that one day, and that made things feel a lot better, like just so she knew what was going on. And she just said anytime you have any problems at all, even if you don't have a problem and just need to talk to somebody, she said go to her office. And so that was nice. My classes are actually going really well. They're a little difficult. The teachers talk really fast, and they go really fast with their notes, so you have to write really fast, and it's just a whole new thing, but it's good. For one of my classes, I'm really excited. One of my projects for the end of the semester is to make a scrapbook. So throughout the whole semester, every time I go somewhere, I'm supposed to save my ticket, save my bus passes, buy some postcards or something. But I'm really excited to do that. As you guys know, I like doing that anyways. And then we're also supposed to, every time we go on a trip, we're supposed to write like a 300-word paper about it, so that'll actually help out with the scrapbook because we have to have so many pages in it and stuff. So that's really cool. Another class, I have to make a dictionary. Basically, just anytime I hear a word I don't know, I'm supposed to write it down in a little notebook, and we have to turn that in. So really, all of their assignments are really good for us. They help us like learn the language, learn their culture, stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, the classes, they're difficult, but they're nothing that I'm not going to be able to handle. So I have 4 on Mondays and Wednesdays, so it's a really long day, but it's still good. And we have classes with only Bowling Green students, so there's only like 7 or 8 people in your class with your one professor, so it's not a big deal, and they know we're American, so they I don't know, it's not bad, and it's actually kind of fun just hanging out with everybody. Let's see, the other day we went on a tour of Madrid. It's about 45 minutes away from where I'm at. That was really cool, just getting to see everything. I took a ton of pictures. My favorite place was the Plaza Mayor, which is just this big open area. There's vendors, and there's like the poor people begging for money, but I mean, what's really cool is there's the people that are like doing the little statue thing where they paint their whole body, and so they're pretty entertaining. And actually one of them, I was going to take a picture of him, and he was this army guy, and then he moved and like made these noises, and I screamed and went running down the road, and everybody was laughing at me and staring at me. It was pretty funny, but he scared me. And then there's a lot of people playing music for money. There was a guy playing some, I don't know what it was called. Someone said it was a Japanese instrument. It kind of looked like a violin, but you played it like down, and it didn't have like the big part on it. It was just like a stick. I don't know. It was cool, and he was really good. I actually think he was blind, unless he was just pretending to be blind, but I don't know, it was really cool, and he was really good. And after the tour, me and a few people stayed in Madrid and decided to go look for a guitar. We had looked up a few used guitar shops before we left, and we couldn't find these places at all. And don't ask a Spaniard for directions. They will tell you directions even if they don't know where they're at. So we walked around for like an hour. We found a guy with a GPS, actually, and he was trying to show us, and we found the street finally, but the store was closed. That's kind of the pain of the siestas here, is everything's closed from 2 to 5. You might find a few stores here and there that are open. It's really nice to relax during that time, but like, we were stuck in Madrid. What else were we gonna do? So we didn't end up finding a guitar. We're gonna go back next weekend, I think, and get better directions and stuff, so hopefully I'll have one soon. So that was that day. Then the other day we went out for, we had a tour of Alcala, which is where I'm at, where I live at, and that didn't take very long. It's really, I've seen all of it since I've been here, so it's not a big deal. Then that night we went out for tapas, which are just like small sandwiches or small snacks. If you buy something to drink at a restaurant, you get free tapas, so that's what we did. There's a group of like 15 to 20 of us. We actually had to go to a different place because there weren't enough seating, but after we were done with that, we went salsa dancing, and that was so fun. We're gonna go again soon. It's this salsa club or whatever, and there's people of all different ages there, and it's called Casa Antigua, and there's professional salsa dancers that like come out on the floor and pull people in to dance. One of them asked me to go out there and dance, and then I never did it. I was going to, and then he wanted me to dance the next song, and then he didn't come back, so, you know, whatever. But it was really fun. We had a blast out there. And then today I went to church, actually, with Beth. And we didn't know where we were going, so we were like, well, let's just go, you know, find it somehow. So we met up, and we were just like, what are we going to do? So we asked some people if they had any idea, and they were like, no, but there's an information center. So we went to this information center, and they gave us a map, and they knew where it was at and everything. So we went on our way with our map, and we couldn't find the road. All the roads are little, like, brick roads here. They're little tiny things. And we ran into some little old guy, and he asked what we were looking for, and we told him we needed some street. So he showed us where we were going, and then we got to that road, and we thought we knew where we were at, so we, you know, went on our way, and then we were on the right road, but we couldn't find this church, because it was just like a hole in the wall, basically, you know. So we were like looking around, and then some guy came out of his house and asked what we were looking for, and we told him, and he's like, oh, well, I'm going there right now. So we followed him to church. So that was just so sweet that, like, God provided people to get us there. So we would have been wandering all afternoon. So that was really, really cool. The church was just a little tiny thing. They didn't even have, like, normal seating. It was just like those white porch chairs, like, lined up in a row. But man, those people were sweet. They were so nice. They were so fun. Like, I actually understood almost all the songs. And then some lady came around and gave us Bibles. I actually have mine here. It says, there's life in Jesus. And yeah, it was just really cool. And their church is actually called the Church of the Living Water. So, like, that was really cool, you know, with H2O and everything. And then in both of our Bibles, they wrote little messages for us. And mine says, Dios tegui y te de la fuerza del buffalo cada segundo de tu vida, which basically says God is your guide and your strength, and gives you strength like a buffalo every second of your life. I don't know what they wrote in Beth's, but that was just really cool. So they asked us where we were from, and we told them the States, and they were really happy that we were there, and we're definitely going to go back. So I think that's about it for now. Yeah. I got class tomorrow, my 4 classes. I'm meeting up with a tutor. Everybody gets a tutor, so I get to meet up with mine for the first time. And then this weekend I'm actually going to Guadalajara to visit some people that Tom actually knows. They're missionaries from the States, and so I'm going to be going to their church and everything like that. So we'll see what that does. But until next time, I'll see you guys later. Love you and miss you. Bye-bye.